In this video, I'm going to show you guys the exact DM framework that I use to go from dead broke to making over $100,000 and living the lifestyle that I live today using simple Instagram DMs. And the truth is that a lot of people are teaching the wrong way to do it. So that's what I'm about to show you here in this video. And if you're just starting off with your SMMA, I want you to understand that I was in the exact same spot you were. This is a picture of me when I was first starting off like 3 years ago, and I was struggling with outreach. I was trying cold calls. I was trying everything. And all I wanted was to scale my agency, to leave GNC, and to drop out of college, right? And like a lot of you guys, I knew there had to be a better way because I was listening to all of these gurus telling me how easy it was to scale to 10K a month, but I found it hard. And I thought there was something wrong with me because I was listening to these people that were telling me how easy it was. I thought, how the hell did they do it? They're telling me to just send more outreach, just use my scripts, 10K a month is in 30 days, it's easy. And it's all a lie. And I was fed this lie as well. And I was fed scripts like these that don't work anymore, guys. The scripts on giving a wild guarantee and asking somebody if they're open to a call, it doesn't work. The scripts where you mousetrap somebody like this one that just pitched me recently. Do you want good news or bad news, right? They're mousetrapping me to get me to respond to then pitch me on their service. This stuff no longer works, and I'm not throwing shade at any of these people, but this is what I did for 8 months, and I'm going to show you guys this in a second. If you're sending pitches like this, giving an offer, and you have no content on your page, if you're a growth operator, let me save you guys, okay? I thought as well, if all I did was send those exact same pitches, I'm going to get rich. I'm going to get rich, I'm going to scale my agency because people are going to want to hop on a 15-minute call with me. It is not true, and it doesn't work. I spent 8 months, like I just said, grinding, sending 200 DMs manually myself every day to realtors saying, hey, it's fine if I ask a question about a listing through here, right? I was using the same mousetrap approach a lot of people are teaching, where you just get into their inbox, you start a conversation, ask an easy question, and then you could pitch them and somehow it's gonna work. But as you could see, even realtors are caught onto the whole new method and they're telling me to stop it. So this stuff doesn't work, guys. Guess what it resulted in? $0 for my agency for 8 freaking months. I realized that these scripts were garbage and this was not going to work. Everything the gurus were teaching me was a lie. And it was just an easy method, an easy cold DM strategy that doesn't work. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do it. When I was sending all these DMs, imagine what I was doing. I spent 8 months doing this, getting no booked calls, getting no results. I doubted myself and I thought, am I about to prove my friends and my family right that I wasn't going to make the business that I wanted work? That it was a dumb idea to drop out of college? What if I never land a client? What if all these people are lying to me and this isn't how you grow? And the truth is that they are lying to you. And they were lying to me for 8 months, guys. That's why I want to save you. And I found something through a lot of trial and error, blood, sweat, and tears, guys. There was a life-changing discovery. I started testing out a bunch of different ways of pitching people in the DMs, and I finally found a simple 3-step outreach framework that changed my agency forever. And that's what I'm going to show you guys here, okay? I call it value first outreach. And this, my friends, that I'm about to show you is the real secret to getting positive responses, warm calls, and closed deals from cold outreach, okay? It started printing positive responses for me, and I got a ton of sales calls fast. As you can see here, I scaled this to over 1,000 sales calls in my Calendly booked onto my freaking calendar, guys. Look at my calendar here. I had 8 sales calls in a day, 7 sales calls in a day. This stuff works extremely well. And would you be broke if you had 8 sales calls a day? Probably not. Not only was I getting sales calls, right? Because a lot of you guys are getting sales calls, but they're cold. They don't show up, they don't close. This printed cash for me. I had people from my cold DM process pay me $5,000, $4,800, $4,800 here on the left, $15K in collected all throughout here, $6,300 week, $5,000 week before that, $5,700 week. It started printing cash for me, this value first outreach framework, and I knew I had to share it with others. And that's when I taught it to my students. And as you guys could see here, we have James all the way here on the left, $10,000 cash collected month. Luca signed a $950 a month client. Uday's getting appointments booked from his DMs. Nathaniel, $1,000 a month client. Juan is getting rich working with me. Bill got a sales call. Kai scaled to 4K a month in his SaaS using the same process. Matt signed a $1,650 per month client for a 6-month contract. Juan closed a $3,500 client. This stuff freaking works. And so you're probably asking yourself, you're asking me, what's this value first outreach framework, Christian? And I'm going to show it to you guys. It's a simple 3-step process. If you master these 3 steps that I'm about to show you, you will land SMMA clients. And I don't want you to feel guilty for not paying me for this information. I'm giving it all away for free, with the goal of my free stuff being better than most of the SMMA gurus out here paid stuff, okay? Let's dive into step 1. So this is how we're going to generate inbound leads and set your profiles up for maximum conversion. So step 1 is IG optimization plus YouTube VSLs. And before I show you examples of a bad profile versus a good profile, you have to understand this concept, which I call the 3 buckets of content. Now, here's what the 3 buckets are. The first one that we have is what we like to call social proof. So this is the content that you need to have displayed both on your Instagram and your YouTube, where we have case studies. Okay, so this could be a YouTube interview where you're interviewing one of your clients. This could be story highlights. So one of the things that you'll see here in a second are story highlights with client wins. We have testimonials, right? We have different things of social proof that we could show both on our Instagram and our YouTube. On Instagram specifically, it could be a testimonial video, it could be story highlights, screenshots of client wins, and on YouTube, you could post YouTube client interviews. That's the first bucket of content that we need to back up the claims that we tell people when we're sending cold outreach. Now, if you don't have any social proof just yet, I'll get to that here in a second, so stick with me. The next bucket of content is what we call connection. So connection is you posting lifestyle content. And you might think this doesn't matter, but I see it every single day when people pitch me in my DMs and I go on their profile and all they have are a bunch of reels in the same exact spot, in the same room with the same lighting, and it looks like you're in your mom's basement, right? It's not a good look, and I'm not trying to call shots on you. Even if you are in your mom's basement, you need to post lifestyle posts. This could be you at a restaurant. This could be you traveling, hiking. This is where you post your hobbies, things that people can relate to, your morals, your values. For me, if you go and look at my page, which I'll show you here in a second, I'm a Christian. I like to go to the gym. I like to eat steak. I like to travel. These are the things that I post about because it allows people to grab onto something in my personal life to set me apart from my competitors. If you're a Christian as well, the likelihood is that you're going to choose to work with me over another SMMA guru because we have something that we could relate to on. And so you need to do the same thing for your clients and give them something to relate to you with. Now, the last bucket of content is what we call value content. Now, this will be value reels and YouTube videos that we post every single week, right? So for this, I recommend you do at least 2 YouTube videos a week, and you post at least 3 IG reels a week as well. And basically, you want to be covering your system. You want to be breaking limiting beliefs around what people are doing currently and why it's not working, and why your solution, your unique mechanism, and what you have to offer people is different from what they've tried before. So you have to make them aware of the value that you could provide, your expertise, and exactly how you can help them. And when you do this correctly, guys, I don't care if you have a terrible Instagram DM pitch, it'll still convert. Because you have social proof content, you have connection, and you have value content. When you have these 3 buckets of content, your Instagram DM campaign will convert. And without any one of these buckets, there's a very high likelihood that no matter the pitch, you will not get results. So with that being said, here are some examples of some pages that are a no-no, right? The first one here, I have nothing against these guys. If anything, I'm going to be giving them an audit. But this is how you guys should think about viewing your profile. At the first thing that we do is we start with the bio and the actual page itself. He has a solid username, which is just his name. He talks about exactly what he does here. Good profile picture, just showing himself. There's a problem here. If you're young, you should never put your age online. You don't want people to see you as being young and give you pity. You want people to see you for the value that you could provide. So you have to make it clear in your bio that you don't talk about your age, just about the offer and what you help people with. So he has his offer stated here. He could guarantee you 1 million views and 10K in MRR. The reason I said that this is a bad profile is because he has a very good offer, right? This is a very appealing offer. But where's the social proof to back this up? Does he have any story highlights showing his client wins? Does he have any value content here explaining how his process works and how it's different from what I've tried? Because this guy tried to pitch me, right? So he's missing social proof content. He has connection content where he's just documenting his day-to-day growing his agency, but he's not providing any value. He's not talking about his system. He's not talking about how I can improve my content. He's not providing value to me. Therefore, I will not respond to his DM. I don't see a link to his YouTube here. Maybe it's in his link tree. Link trees are unoptimal. Gives them too many options. Buyers get confused. You need to have your YouTube channel linked here. Some other very easy examples, guys. If you have a blank profile, you will not get clients. Okay, you need to, first of all, put your offer here in your bio, put a call to action to your YouTube channel, and fill the 3 buckets. We have social proof, connection, and valuable content, SCV. Right? We're missing this from both profiles here that tried to pitch me, which is why they were a no-no and did not end up working with me. I'll show you guys some good profiles here. The first one being my own. As you can see here at the top, I have a clear profile picture of me. In my bio, I state exactly who I help. I state one of my morals and beliefs. I state a call to action on how people could work with me. And I give a separate call to action to my YouTube channel where people can go and consume more content. More importantly, look at the story highlights here. If you go on my Instagram and scroll through my story highlights, you'll see all the client wins that we get. This backs up my claim on how I scale agencies to 30K a month. If I didn't have this here, you wouldn't take me serious. But you go and check this out and your thumb will get sore from how many clients are crushing it in my program. I also talk about the gym here. That's one of my beliefs. I talk about my lifestyle, I talk about my business. In my content here as well, you see here, we have a lifestyle post. This is a connection post. This is where I'm traveling Madrid, I have a nice watch on, and I talk a little bit about what I'm doing. Here we have a value post, and I talk about the ways to grow your business. And of course, we have the YouTube channel to show the social proof. This is where my social proof is, along with the story highlights, right? We have some more lifestyle stuff here, connection, value, and so on, okay? Here's another example. This is one of my clients, Joseph, and I'll show you his outreach message right now because he's at about 20K a month. But you can see, again, we have a clear call to action in his profile, exactly who he helps. We have client wins right here. We have a lifestyle post connection here, and we have more, right? Lifestyle post, we have value, 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 connection. If he only had reels in this exact same spot all over his feed, nobody would take him serious. So we made that change when we started working together. So you guys should do the same thing. Here's another client of mine, Matt. He runs a video marketing agency also at 20K a month. And he has the same thing going on. He talks about value here. Here he posts like connection, social proof content where he's actually doing work for clients. We have more, this is actually a lifestyle post. So we have connection right here. And again, we have client wins, clear call to action in the bio, and we're posting on our story. This is how you make a proper Instagram page to have a successful cold DM campaign. With that being said, guys, that is the absolute first step that you guys need to understand is step 1, optimize your Instagram and create your YouTube channel so you could have a successful DM campaign. All right, now we're moving on to step 2. So by now you should have your Instagram optimized, you should have your YouTube linked, you should have your offer clear in your bio and posts on your Instagram. So now it's time to come up with what I like to call your killer lead magnet pitch. So this is how we're actually going to be reaching out, generating positive responses, and booking appointments. So instead of us offering a 15-minute call or getting people to see if they're interested in learning more about this new system we have from a blank profile, we're offering a lead magnet. And here are some different lead magnets that you guys could use depending on what your agency does. So like I said, if you guys have no social proof, if you guys have no results, no case studies or anything like that, you should go with this one, the free 30-day trial. This is what you're offering people in your pitch because you don't have any case studies to get people convinced enough to actually buy your stuff. So we're offering free 30-day trials until we get our first 5 clients, and then we're getting them results. We're getting wins that we could post on Instagram, client interviews we could do on YouTube, and then we could convert those 30-day trial clients into paying clients and start charging new clients upfront for $4,000 or $5,000. Now, the actual lead magnet that worked extremely well for me and allowed me to scale past 20K a month is offering a free video, right? I like to call it a YouTube VSL. We want our VSLs to be ungated on YouTube where anybody could access it because it allows for the maximum amount of attention and it kind of blends itself in disguise, right? It's a YouTube video. It doesn't come off like it's on a landing page. It comes off more friendly and more value first. So we make a VSL on YouTube solving a specific problem. So for me working in real estate, the problem that I solved for realtors was helping them fix the terrible quality leads that they were getting from any Facebook ad campaign, Google ad campaign, and so on. That's the whole angle I used. And in my YouTube VSL, I explained exactly how I was able to solve that lead quality problem for them. The next thing that you could use lead magnet wise is, let's say you're a content agency. You could give away a free edit. Again, showcasing your skills and getting people in the door to bite your lead magnet, and then you could pitch them and get them on a call. If you're doing like SEO or something like that, you could give people like an audit here. You could give people free advice. I'll actually show you one of the pitches from my current clients before he worked with me. He pitched me and he offered me free advice and I took him up on it. Another thing you could do are, the personalized Loom videos. This could be solving a unique problem for them, reviewing their content live on a Loom for them. You could give away a free PDF guide on like the 3 steps to scaling your business. You could give away free leads. If you're a marketing agency, you could give away the client's first 7 leads completely free on your ad spend. You paying for their ad spend. You have to get creative here and come up with a lead magnet that's fit for your offer and exactly who you help in order to get people to bite on this. And ultimately, the best lead magnet, there is no best. It comes down to testing and figure out what your market actually wants, okay? So once you came up with your lead magnet, here's the actual framework for the pitch. It's very, very simple. We have an intro, we have a dream or a pain, and we have a call to action. So the intro could be a compliment. So this is where we compliment their page or something like that. We could also tell them how we found them. So maybe it was through the explore page or something like that. And we literally just tell them, hey, found you this way, whatever. And then you dive into the dream or pain. So for me, solving the lead quality problem, that's what I talked about here. I figured out a way to solve the lead quality problem for realtors. And then you go into the call to action. I made a short video explaining exactly how it works so that you could implement it yourself. Right? Is it cool if I send over that video? And then you send them that YouTube VSL. So that's me talking about the actual dream and pain of not having to deal with low quality leads and being able to scale your real estate business. Maybe the pain that you hit on is them having to, edit their own content. Or maybe it's them not having to work with an Upwork, like a Fiverr editor or something like that. You have to figure out what is the dream that people want and this is the actual secret here. What is the deepest, what is the darkest pain that keeps people up? Keeps people up at night. This is what you have to figure out. And when you have the answer to this question, what is the deepest, darkest pain that keeps your ideal client up at night? When you're able to figure this out, you will come up with the pitch that's going to make you over $100,000. And you put this pain in here, right? So deepest and darkest. Deepest, darkest pain. So figure that out. Ask your clients. Ask people. Figure out what's the thing that they're struggling with. And for the call to action, you make it very simple. If you're offering a free edit, right? I'd love to actually give you a free edit. Another thing you could do is just send them the free edit without even asking them. That's going a step further. That requires a little bit more work. These are things that you have to test, but ultimately you want to give them an easy call to action to say yes to. Okay? Now you understand this is the exact framework. So you have to come up with your own framework for your offer with either a compliment, how you found them, something you relate to them on their page as the intro, then talk about either their deepest, darkest pain and the solution you found using your unique mechanism, and then give them a call to action on how you could send them the free video, on how you can give them the free audit, on how you could give them advice, on how you have a free 30-day trial, free leads, free PDF, free personalized video, and so on. This is how you come up with your pitch. Now, I want to show you that client above Joseph that I showed you his good Instagram profile. He actually pitched me in September, and here's his value first pitch. He said, hey Christian, here's the actual intro. Hey Christian, I just saw a video of you talking to yourself, and I won't lie to you, it's really inspired me. This is the intro right here. So this is the actual intro section, and then we dive into the pain slash dream, right? And this is it right here. I've been able to grow accounts to upwards of 70K followers. So he's selling the dream of getting up to 70K followers, engaging, editing, and actionable advice. This is exactly what he's kind of selling me on. So to make reading this worthwhile to you, I would love to give you some feedback on your latest video for absolutely free. This is the call to action. He's giving away free advice. Look at how easy it is for me to say, you know, haha, solid pitch value first, I'll hear you out. So he pitched me with this first, and then you see his follow-up message a couple months later. I tried to pitch you when I was at 500 per month. Now I'm doing 15K per month. And your content on the cold DMs is what started it. And now he's a client working with me who's past $20,000 per month. He used the same exact cold DM process I am showing you guys, and he made it work himself, okay? So now you should have developed your pitch. That was step 2. Now we could talk about step 3 here, guys, which is the most fun part. Let's talk about scaling. So how could you send 400 DMs per day so you could see results fast? Because at the end of the day, even with an optimized Instagram, even with your perfect lead magnet pitch, if you're not able to scale and send a ton of DMs every single day, it'll take super long to get results, right? And so here's how I've set it up. So once you have a process that's working, once you have your pitch already scripted out, it's getting at least a 5% positive response rate, and you have your Instagram and YouTube optimized, you could bring on what I call outreach specialists. And these are $3 an hour VAs that send our messages for us, okay? So you're gonna hire these $3 an hour VAs, which we call outreach specialists, that are gonna own 5 different Instagram accounts. So we're gonna buy different Instagram accounts, we're gonna have 10 in total, and we're gonna be sending 40 DMs per day per account. So if you run the numbers, each VA that you're gonna be hiring is sending roughly 200 DMs per day on behalf of you. You're not doing any of this. And if you hire a second one like I'm recommending, in total you guys are sending 400 DMs per day. And if you do the math, you should be getting at least a 5% positive response rate on your pitch, ideally higher, 10%. But if you're getting a 5% positive response rate to your DMs, you are getting 20 hot leads per day that are interested in your lead magnet. And that would come out to 100 hot leads per week if you only send during business days. Can you imagine? I have a question for you here. This is the exact process. We went over optimizing your Instagram, creating your pitch and your outreach script, and now how we actually scale it with a VA across 5 different Instagram accounts that are sending 40 DMs per day per account at a 5% positive response rate, 20 hot leads per day, 100 hot leads per week. What would 100 leads interested in exactly what you do for you? If you had 100 people this week that said yes to your thing, do you think maybe you'd sign 1 client? Maybe 3 out of the 100, maybe 5? If you package your offer correctly, you're easily charging $5,000 paid in full. And if you get 1 out of the 100 hot leads to convert, you are making $5,000 per week. This is a 20K a month agency. This is the infrastructure to sending cold DMs to 20K a month, okay? So we went over the entire process, guys, and I hope that you understand and you're able to take action on it. So now we've covered exactly how to get to 20K a month, guys. If you are 100% serious about scaling your agency, you could go down below in the description of this video. There's a link to book a call and see if I could help you in my private coaching. I currently have a coaching group, Spartan Scaling, where I'm helping guys go from 1, 2, 3, 5K a month all the way up to 30K a month using the exact same process that's worked for me. Now, disclaimer, this isn't for somebody that's just starting off or it's just a side hustle and you have no idea what to do. This is for people that are killers that actually want to scale. They want to bring on outreach specialists. They want to hire and they're not scared to invest money into the growth and speed of their business. So if that sounds like you and you want to finally scale, you want my one-on-one help, you want sales support, you want calls every week, you want access to me one-on-one to solve your problems, go down below, book a call, and you could work with me and see the inside of the group. Now, if you're not ready for the coaching, you're not just ready to invest into yourself and to scale your agency at rapid freaking speed, you could also see the exact DM pitch, the word-by-word DM pitch that I used to land a 5K pay in full client by going to my Instagram. It's right here. It'll also be linked down below, and DMing me the word script. If you DM me the word script on IG, I'll send you over the exact page with the DM pitch along with the follow-up messages that I used to land a 5K paid in full client. So if you want access to that, again, just go on my Instagram, DM me script, and I'll send that over. But guys, that is it for this video. We covered exactly everything that I did to scale my cold DMs to over 20K a month. Again, if you want my help, go down below, book a call, and we'll have a little chat. But yeah, guys, that's enough for this video. Let me know if you found it valuable. Like, comment, sub, do all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one.